Welcome to day 9 of the 12 days of RN interview prep, and today I want to talk to you about a tough question that trips a lot of people up. It's a question about what is your weakness? First off, I don't want you to answer this question with things like, I care too much, I'm too much of a perfectionist, because those don't stand out. There's a lot of people that share those responses. You also don't just want to share what your weakness is and then just leave it at that. So when answering this question, you want to be prepared to share a real skill-based weakness that you have, something you know you could improve upon, because this really shows that self-awareness that the interviewer is looking for. Next, you want to talk about the actions that you have been taking to help yourself improve upon this weakness, and then also talk about how this is helping you grow. So let's say you're a newer nurse or a new grad and you know that delegation is something that you struggle with in your role as a nurse. So for the self-awareness piece, you want to talk about delegation being something that you've identified as a struggle, and then talk about why you think this is and how it's been impacting you. So you could talk about how perhaps this is a bit of a learning curve and you don't know what's always appropriate to delegate and you have trouble prioritizing that, or you're just somebody who tends to not want to overburden other people, so you take on everything yourself, and then talk a little bit about how that's been affecting your performance and how you work as a nurse. So you could talk about how you've noticed it makes you less efficient with your patient care. You have days where you can't keep up, you're struggling with time management, so you've identified that this is something that you need to work on. And then you want to start to talk about what you are doing now to try and help improve upon this weakness. So for delegation, that could be things like more proactively identifying what you can ask for help with earlier in the shift, collaborating more intentionally with the nurse tech, getting some guidance from more experienced nurses on the things that they typically delegate, or just overall being more intentional about it. So overall, you want to acknowledge the weakness, take accountability for it, but also show the steps that you're taking to improve it.